So I'm doing a restoration on a conveyor off my 2009 1910 air cart, and it was rusted quite a bit when I bought this this year, and so the options were fix it or buy a new one, and a new one in Canadian is $17,000, and I'm cheap. So what I did is I sandblasted it and primed it, but as I was doing that I found that there was holes in all of the joints, which isn't good, but I'm going to patch those for this year and hope I get another year or two out of it. So I'm using a pan off of a chopper pan off of a 9870 John Deere. So I will cut pieces and put them in here. You can see there's holes in this one. And we decided to take it down because once we ran into those, figured I was going to weld it. But now that it's down, I'll start sandblasting the rest of this unit and fix up some of this stuff here. Get it working properly. At least to get another year or two out of it till I build up a little bit more money to put this into a stainless steel conveyor. All of the metering components on this drill were basically gone and rusted. I've already finished sandblasting and priming and painting, but I did all of the undercarriage on here. This was completely rusted, bad. I wish I would have used some tape there. I tried to use cardboard, but that is what it is. These transmission boxes, all the paint had come right off. So I sandblasted these and painted them, primed and painted. And I haven't got to these ones yet, but everything has been done on here. The only meter box that was okay was essentially this one. It had come with a stainless steel one, and so everything's taken off. All of the parts that weren't stainless steel, well, they were all steel, were sandblasted and taken to be powder coated. Anything that was irreparable is just replaced with stainless steel. So I bought this drill in the spring, and just enough to get it running to seed. I replaced the tubes in the air system coming out of the meter boxes with stainless steel. When I bought it, this is kind of what they had going, the previous owner, and that's just not up to snuff. But that's what happens when you buy a drill for cheap and plan to fix it. The ladder mount cones for hoppers were completely gone. There was no sandblasting and fixing these. So what I did end up doing is buying meter boxes and just putting on the hardware from the previous meter boxes. And these are about $5,800 each for the 430 bushel tank, ground drive. And here's the new ladder mount hoppers for inserts for the inside of the tank. The previous meter box, just for example here, this is what I was looking at, and I did use it for the year, but I didn't realize how bad it was. You know, it's completely done, and they only last so long. So the tank level sensors, I fixed 3 of them. I sandblasted some that were still in decent shape. So what I'm going to do is only have 3 tank sensors instead of 3 per tank. I'll have 1 in the each tank on the bottom, just for the low level. And then what I'm going to do is install cameras in all the tanks. And the reason for that being is, you know, sometimes you're not watching the camera, just to have 1 sensor in the tank that alerts you like you're almost done. So I got the patches welded on here on the sides, and next I'll put some on here. Fabricated some angle to go in here. Oops. Yeah. Should fit like such. And this one will go here. It's 32 degrees here, which is incredibly hot for Fawcett, Alberta. Yeah, so the next step is to sandblast, further sandblast, and then prime all this stuff and paint. But I just checked my weather station and it is 32 degrees. And if I look at the metal here, it is 63 degrees. So that's going to be a no-go on the paint because the max heat that, or surface temperature that this primer can do is 38 degrees. So therefore I'm not going to sandblast, because with the humidity in the air it'll just rust by tomorrow anyway. So this will be start again tomorrow morning. So one other thing is that I just decided to do this tutorial halfway through. I thought hadn't seen one of anyone doing a rebuild, so missed a lot of the steps, but these tank ladders were also very rusty. So those have been sandblasted, primed, and painted. All the inner components, these plastic chutes and whatever else have been cleaned, and what we're going to end up doing is getting some JB weld, and any of the wear points, like right here, we'll just top up with JB weld and get it through a few more years. The guys at John Deere said they're going to make a stainless steel slide, and maybe that would be the next thing to get instead of plastic. And then all of the meter rolls have been taken apart and fully rebuilt as well. So I'm hoping that once I'm done here, I'll basically have a new drill. So these have been taken apart and pretty much everything has been primed and painted on these two. Okay, well that's the end of this first video. It's the first one I've made, so if it's pretty cringy, I'll try to make them better. The next video, I'll have all the parts back from the powder coater, which is Clark's Coating in Westlock, and I will put everything together, and I'll work on this one and work to make my second video more fluid and a little bit more informative on how I'm gonna to assemble the air cart. If you made it this far, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.